Big. Wonderfully. Beautifully. Big. Beefy. Alright.
Here we go!
We got the new mics today. It's gonna be interesting to see how this shit sound. Should be fun though. This cherry's got my teeth
Someone's
salivating.
Juicy. As obviously stated, we have replaced, repaired, with whatever you want to call it. We got better microphones, so we hopefully sound a lot better than past previous episodes and trailers and whatnot that we use, and media that we have going forward is going to sound a little bit better.
Made some adjustments to the lighting.
Unfortunately, Nathan's not any prettier or anything like that.
I mean, pretty.
But
because pretty ain't the word.
Apparently.
Sexy? Oh, absolutely. I look. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, boy. Watch out there. But go ahead. Joe hating ass. Go ahead.
All right, so this week,
what's new?
This episode, we're going to be covering the week 1 matchups for the entire NFL, not just the Steelers and the Bills. Just give you our picks, and then what we're going to wrap it up with is our 5 individual bets that we would make on this week, as well as the 5 bets that we agree on.
All right,
actually, there's only 4. We couldn't agree on a 5th. There's only 4, so.
It's all right, though. They all winners. Minor winners.
And
the ones we agree on are winners. Not a motherfucker. I don't know.
I think some of these are gimmies. Now, in all
week 1.
In all honesty and transparency, I'm not a big sports bettor. I don't even play slots at the casinos, to be honest. So this is going to be a little kind of a layman's approach coming from me. I know you might be a little bit more experienced with the numbers and the points and things like that. I got a slight understanding, but maybe we'll see how it goes. Take it with a grain of salt, but
you can always learn some more. So I always learn together.
I always find it seem that when it comes to gambling, when you don't want to do it or when you first do it, you always come out lucky. So we'll see what happens.
Hey, that beginner's luck. Hopefully we on fire.
All right, so we're going to start with week 1, starting this Thursday. The Cowboys at the Buccaneers.
Them boys.
Thursday night football. We got Tampa Bay by 8 points as of this filming. The over-under of 52 points. Nathan, who you got?
Me, I definitely am going to go with the defending champs, the Bucs. And the main reason is because I believe Dallas had their whole team destroyed by COVID already. So I think they have like 5 starters. I don't know. I'm making up numbers right now.
Some have come back, but yeah, they have been definitely.
I heard they've been hit. I don't know. We'll see. But, the Bucs is returning pretty much the entire team. The continuity should be there. Everybody's a vet. They don't have no young boys they have to really depend on or rely on. So I feel it's a pretty solid win for the Bucs. Go Bucs.
Yeah, I agree with that there too. With that exactly the reason why. They're returning all starters from the Super Bowl, offense and defense. I mean, no one's ever done that. Let's see what happens. Could it be a dream team or could it be the Eagles? No, another fucking Tom Brady, man.
Yeah, right, Tom Brady. I don't know. You got to worry about Mac Jones now, though. We got the new now. Tom Brady 2, Mac Jones, maybe.
We'll see how that goes. We'll see.
We'll see. All right, we'll check in on him later.
We have the Bucs, and we both agree. Bucs will take the points.
Yeah, we do got the over. All right, yeah. No, we got Tampa Bay by 8.
Tampa Bay
we got them covering the spread. We got Tampa Bay covering the spread and getting that 8. All right, so the second game, we got the Eagles versus the Falcons at Atlanta. Hot game. Atlanta is favored by 3.5 at home, and the over-under is 48. Who you going with on this one, Chavez?
Ooh, Matty Ice. I wonder if he's got a lot of new toys on that offense. Not necessarily new toys. I mean, he's got Pitts, but now he's got Calvin Ridley as the number 1. Julio Jones is out. I don't know if he was maybe a distraction or not. Well, I don't know. But they are really focusing with that offense there for Atlanta. So I'm going to take the Falcons over the Eagles.
And I'm going to disagree 100%. I'm going to go with the Eagles. I like their quarterback this season, and they always have a stout defense. Beginning of the year, everybody's healthy. I think Atlanta's going to have a tough time. They are at home. It's going to be rocking in there, but I expect Philly and Hurst to take care of them.
All right. Going on to the next game. This one we've talked about already. We've gone up and down on it. We'll just touch on it briefly. It's the Steelers at the Bills. We have the Bills up 6 or going by 6.5 points, with the over-under being at 38. I don't know why you keep making me have to repeat it. I picked the Bills.
Because it's your...
But the only reason why I'm picking the Bills is, for one, the offensive line is young. It's untested. I have to see what they're going to do. That and Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs are just going to be too much. I think there's going to be too much. So, especially for the early part of the season, I know there's slight injuries and things like that with both sides and such, and there's just going to be too much. Bills.
So who's going to win again? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, it's going to be the Bills. I'm going to go with the Bills, too. It's a road game. Start of the year. Tough out. Bills aren't going to be playing. They're going to be healthy.
Moving along to the Vikings versus the Bengals in Cincinnati. Got Minnesota by 3. Being a visiting team, up 3 points. That's
a silly line. Silly. That's
Yep,
definitely
over
one.
48.
That's definitely one we'll be talking about in a little bit. But for this one, it's my pick first, right? The Vikings finna fucking win this one, of course. MD is too much. We coming. Sack, baby, sacks. Sacks, baby, sacks. Sacks, baby, sacks.
I agree. The Vikings are coming, but I think they're coming on the different side of the ball.
Sacks, baby, sacks.
I think we can mark it, stamp it, whatever you want. Dalvin Cook is going to start to run for an MVP season.
Of course. But on the other side of the ball, sacks, baby, sacks. Sacks, baby, sacks.
That sounds very, 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 very...
All right, on to the next
Not quite what
game.
you wanted to say. But...
Niners versus the Lions. San Fran is favored by 7.5. We got a 45.5 over under. This game is definitely in Detroit.
This is in Detroit.
And San Fran is still favored by 7.5. Who you got on this one, Chavez?
Well, I mean, is this going to be an audition for Jimmy G? Or is he going to make a case that he is a legit starter? He is the starter for this team, and to bring him back to the Super Bowl. I mean, they already used the number 1, first round pick on
Trey.
on Lance, but can Jimmy make his case? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But either way, I got the 49ers over the Lions.
Absolutely. 49ers all day. Lions offense is going to be off to a slow start. I just don't. They couldn't do it with Stafford. I don't see how Goff's going to help, especially with all their receivers leaving. So should be interesting. Probably not. Probably the biggest blowout of the weekend, but we'll see.
All right, now for the whole team, as we both live in Arizona, we got the Cardinals versus the Titans. This is in Tennessee.
Don't be putting my business in the streets. My bad, go ahead.
4-6-4-6. Just kidding. No. All right, so we have the Cardinals versus the Titans. Titans by 3. With an over-under of 52.
Damn, that's high. Is that the high for the week?
I don't think that's the high for the week because you still got the Packers and the
Browns,
Saints.
Chiefs.
And the Browns Chiefs, too.
Higher than
Yeah.
the Packers Saints, though. That's only 50 for that one. But that's high.
That's a lot. 52
Cards,
points.
Titans,
Cards,
no
Titans.
defense. Is that what they're saying? No defense?
I don't know. Who do you got? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think Derrick Henry's going to be too much. Running backs usually start out hot to start the year, so I expect Henry to put a buck 20 up. Let's go Titans.
All right.
All right.
And I got the Titans taking over for the Cardinals defense. I think that defense, they brought in J.J. Watt, but how many walkers did they bring in, too, for the rest of that defense that they got in there? Everyone's getting pretty old.
What's up with the
I got
secondary?
Titans.
They should have never let Patrick Peterson go. They're going to pay for that shit, I promise
You're
you.
trying to keep someone old.
We have the quarterback whisperer and Zimmer. We'll be all right. All right, next up. Seahawks versus the Colts, with the Seahawks favored by 2.5. We got a 48.5 point over under. So who are you going with on this one, Chavez?
On this one, I am going to go with the Hawks.
I could see
All
that.
right. I mean, I think the Hawks, they still got Russell Wilson. And week one, who's the week one starter for the Colts? I don't even know yet at this point. I don't think the Colts know who at this point. So, if you can't have a quarterback run the offense, what are you going to do? How are you going to score them points? You can't just run the ball all night. And it's the Seahawks defense, which, yes, also too is old, but it's still a pretty decent defense in my opinion. They'll step it up, but I don't know. We'll see. But I got the Hawks.
Yeah, I got the Hawks too. Russ is going to cook. Seems like him and his head coach made up in the offseason. So I expect they'll be pushing it downfield quite a bit early. I don't know about that 48.5 though. That seems a little high. But anyways.
Next game we got up is the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Washington football team. They should be having a name next season, right? Is that what they said?
I heard it's down to 3 names. Is that what they're going with next season?
Next
So they
season,
are
I
the
don't know.
football team for the rest of this year?
The rest of
Okay.
this season, at least I know that. But anywho, so we have the Chargers, Washington. We got the Chargers by 1 point. That's so close they got it for that one there, considering being the home team. The over-under at 44.5 points. Nathan, what's your pick?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think today's theme is gonna be a lot of these young quarterbacks stepping up. I think Herbert's gonna have a good start. He's gonna keep it rolling. He's gonna pull off that W. I know he is going up against that football team, but what you think?
Herbert may show some flashes, but he's going to be going up against, I think, is going to be for the season, a top 5 defense.
Yeah, the boy's supposed to be good.
You got that front four, all first round draft picks. Chase Young. That's just it. That's it. Chase Young.
He's nice. He's
such
nice.
a beast.
I hope he keeps developing though. Turns into that Donald
and
type.
for things that I've read and such on the defense, he's established himself as a leader already on that team. So, that's just gonna be tough. And so with that said, I think the defense is what's gonna win the game for them, and I'm picking Washington.
Right on. Next game up, we got Jets versus Panthers. A little bit of revenge game, and we got Carolina favored by 45 for the over/under. Chavez, who you going with on this?
I'm gonna go with Carolina. I'm wondering if Rule is the right man for Darnold. Darnold came from Adam Gase. Anything from Gase is an improvement. Rule has a nice offense. It got him from Temple to Baylor to the NFL within like a decade time process. So you never know. We'll see how that goes. But I'm actually thinking that this is going to be a high scoring game, that this is not going to be the defense is stepping up. And I think it's going to go over the 45 with Carolina taking the win.
Nice. I'm going to go the opposite again. I think the Jets are going to handle them nicely. I think this is going to be the start of a turnaround similar to how we saw in Cleveland last year, where you're going to see a team that's historically been awful get a brand new coach, come in, change the culture, and then you got that boy at quarterback, Wilson. So I'm expecting the Jets to start their early run and try to bother the New England Patriots this year. We're going to have a rookie shootout in the AFC East. It should be fun. Check it out.
One point on that. The last time the Jets did that and were for a moment successful, that's when they brought in Rex Ryan and Mark Sanchez.
Look,
are we calling a butt fumble number 2 in 2 seasons?
I've heard nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing but good things about Saleh out there in the Jets land.
No, Saleh's a good coach. He's a good coach.
I always like, if I hear the good things, I'm going to take their word for it until the coaches prove me wrong. And in this sense, I know it's the Jets, but I think it might be a start to a new culture and new changes out there.
We did watch the last Jets game, and Wilson did have a really nice drive.
Yeah, that boy
was a really nice drive.
He got an arm on it.
He let him down.
Yeah, he was confident too. I think he's going to be good. I picked him up in a few fantasies. I think he might surprise a few people.
Yeah, moving along to rookie quarterbacks, we have the Jaguars at the Texans. with the Jacksonville Jaguars by 3 points, being the way team over under 44.5. Nathan, you're hyping up the rookies. What about Mr. Lawrence? What do you think?
Absolutely. We have a similar scenario. Even though I don't think theirs is going to be as good as the Jets, I do think the Jaguars have a better team overall. And I think Trevor Lawrence is going to chalk up a few. And with Houston, who knows what's going on? I heard Deshaun ain't playing for him, so I don't know. I think that's a franchise that's almost Barry Sanders Lions cursed.
It's almost technically Deshaun Watson is on the roster, but he is not going to be active on Sundays.
Yeah, so I mean,
tomato. He comes in and does his individual workouts. That's basically all he does. I don't even think they let him in the quarterback's room anymore at this point.
Yeah, they're gonna hold him hostage until they can get their draft picks, their ransom out of him, and then they'll let him go on with his merry way.
We'll see.
Yep.
All right. So you said you got the Jaguars.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm actually going to go with the Texans because the Texans starting quarterback is Tyrod Taylor. I believe Tyrod Taylor is one of the most underrated quarterbacks that there is in this league. Yeah, he has led his team. He led the Bills to the playoffs and was let go.
Yeah, I mean,
all right. He if it wasn't for a freaking a stupid physician and on the sideline puncturing his lung, he might still be a starter with the Chargers. Maybe.
He reminds me of Teddy Bridgewater 1.0. Like the first Teddy Bridgewater, where it's like, man, it's like they just get a bad shake out of it. Everywhere they go, it's like it doesn't matter. They go, they work, they do their job, and just things fall apart around them.
And everyone that other players that I've heard play with Taylor, you know, have said great things about him. He's a leader.
Yep.
You know, so and that's one thing that you have to look at definitely on a football team is a leader.
Yeah.
If you can have a quarterback lead the team, maybe he may not be that great, but if he can motivate your other players to step it up and get to that next level, that's still a quarterback you want on your team. And I just think Taylor is gonna do that. He's gonna prove a point in Houston, and Texans win.
So is that a pot shot at Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins?
Browns versus Chiefs. KC by 6. Over under 53. All right, here we go. Browns versus Chiefs. Chiefs favored by, what was it, 6?
By 6.
53 over under. Biggest of the game of the week. Who we got?
That's an easy one. This is going to be the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to start their run again for the Super Bowl. I don't know if they're going to win it, but I know they're probably going to be. I mean, the only real tough matchup is the Bills, in my opinion. But we'll blah blah blah. Anywho,
we'll see that.
I think the Chiefs are going to start their run. Chiefs over the Browns.
Nah, it should be a good game. Battle of the quarterbacks. We got Baker versus your boy Mahomes. Mm-hmm. I've been hearing a lot of Cleveland cats talking trash all week online. All week. You think they great or something?
Man, sometimes
they should have sucked.
Sometimes.
You know what I mean? It's like, man, now it makes sense why y'all suck. But anyways, yeah. Mahomes and them going to talk him out with that goose egg.
That.
Yeah, he is Steelers fan. He hate Cleveland so bad. He call them the Doo-Doo Browns. The Doo-Doo Browns.
So the next game that we have coming up here is the Dolphins and the Patriots in New England. New England by 3, with the over-under being 43.5 points. Nathan, who you got on this one?
I mean, I done picked all these rookie quarterbacks. What you think I'm supposed to do? We'll go with the next rookie, Mac Jones. I think we may have TB2. I hope not, because I got tired of TB1. I'm still tired of TB1, but, you know, now we got TB2 coming up the ranks.
Yeah, this dude's a rookie now, so now he can just win 12 championships if everything goes the way the Belichick wants to.
How about you? Who you got?
I actually have this as a bit of an upset. This is actually my upset of the week with the Dolphins. Taking it on the road against Belichick. It's going to be the battle of the defenses, in my opinion.
Wow.
Brian Flores being a former coach out of the Belichick tree, and, of course, Belichick. So let's see how this puppy goes.
Can I ask you a question?
Ask me a question.
How many of Belichick's former coaches have beaten him the year after they've left?
Only 2, I believe.
You full of shit. Is that you? Who?
Ryan and Mangini.
Okay. I'm assuming you're correct. 'Cause I have no idea. I was just asking.
Because both times, that's when Belichick didn't even give them a handshake. He just walked up, made the game, and walked away.
Well, it's Belichick. Fuck
That's
that.
Belichick, right? Right. I think he did to Ryan just because. Actually, no, Ryan actually wasn't from the Belichick tree. He was from Baltimore.
So they coached together, but
they
he wasn't
coached together, but they were
disciple.
rivals. So Mangini, I know, was one. That may have been the only one then, maybe. I'm not sure.
All right, on to maybe the game of the week. Maybe. Who will see? Packers versus Saints. Green Bay is favored by 4. And over-under is 50. Chavez.
They're going for another shootout, but the only difference is there's no Drew Brees. Saints are going to miss Drew Brees. Good luck. Yep. So with that said, I got the Pack.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Pack. I hate to say it. You know, I always like to root against the Pack, but A-Rod's first game back, he's going to make a point. He's probably going to hit Cobb for 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, just to say F you to everybody. And start his new run.
He's not even on the team.
Nah, but he's going to try to make a point. Watch. I got a feeling he likes to do those kind of things. He's sassy like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely I got the Pack.
All right, the next game that we have moving on to is the Broncos going to the New York Football Giants. With Denver by points of 2.5. Over-under at 42. Oof, this one's going to be, I call this similar to the Niners-Lions. But what you got?
Yeah, I'm definitely going with the Broncos. Might surprise some of y'all. The Giants are supposed to be coming back. I've seen some people picking them to win the NFC East. I don't see it. So, yeah, Teddy time, baby. Teddy two gloves. Get ready. Get ready. He's going to surprise some people. Y'all sleep. Be sleep. That boy Noah Fant going to get off.
All right, if it happens. Well, I mean, the Giants, as you said, they're supposed to be making these, what's been the past 2 years or so, they keep supposed to be making this comeback.
Yeah.
They try to make that comeback, and what happens? Saquon goes down. So that's going to be the big question. Can Barkley hold up for the season? I don't think he is. This game is probably going to be just a reflection of just how bad the Giants are, and I've got the Broncos.
Yeah, we'll see. Could be a good one for sure.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Sunday night game. We got them Chicago Midway Bears versus the Rams. Rams are favored by 7.5. Over-under is 44, though. Kind of a big spread for such a low over-under.
That's right, and especially for projecting with the Rams, with their high-level offense now with Matthew Stafford, McVay's got the boy he wants, to be at only 44 and not be up there with, the Chiefs and the Cardinals Titans games. So, is this the point where Matthew Stafford is reborn? Is it going to be a reawakening of Stafford with this weapons that he has available in Los Angeles? And with that said there, I'm just going to cut it short. I got the Rams over the Bears.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with you on this one. I'm going to go with the Rams for a lot of those reasons. I also think the timer begins. The quarterback controversy is coming quick. You better figure it out soon.
You have no faith in the Red Rocket?
Man, if they go back to Chicago and they got a couple L's, it's not going to be loud. It's going to be loud in there.
Come on. Dalton, man.
Chicago's tough.
He can throw a check down just as good as Kirk Cousins can.
Right, and Kirk Cousins better watch Mound on his tail, just like your boy better watch Fields on his. I think Kirk got a way, way, way longer leash than the Red Rocket.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
All right.
That's Sunday night. All right. And then we have the big finale wrapping up week 1. Monday Night Football. We got the Ravens taking on the Raiders.
All that
why? I mean, I get it. It's the Vegas premiere per debut. you know, with the crowd and everything like that. You know,
It's gonna be COVID-y,
you know.
boy. A lot of
Man.
COVIDs this week.
Amongst other things being transferred up in Vegas.
Man.
It's all right. It's all right. So we have the Ravens on the road against the Raiders. Baltimore's up 4.5 points with the over-under being at 51. Just, again, it's a lot of hype for the Raiders. Again, it's a new stadium. All that hoopla is going to come through. But honestly, I don't know if this reunion with Gruden was the choice. Was this a mistake? Because the first thing he did was get rid of Khalil Mack. I mean, he did try to rebuild some.
Did you hear they tried to trade back
for him right this offseason. They tried to trade back for Khalil Mack. I mean, I think that just says enough right there. People have made their arguments how good the Raiders can be. The offense, Derek Carr, yeah, okay, good. Josh Jacobs, yeah, okay, good, but he hasn't stayed healthy full season, I don't think. And he's still young, and you know there's a consistency on it.
You got that clutch gene.
Yeah, and then what about his receivers? And then they're not going into the defense.
Yeah,
so
that is a team that's always seems to get smacked around with injuries.
And Gruden's supposed to be this leader. He's supposed to be this quarterback guy, and
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, can you blame the coaches and the training staff for injuries?
With the power that Gruden has. Now, injuries, no. Yeah, you have no power over that.
But sometimes I feel like you can, though, right? Like, maybe you're not training yet, or maybe you're not training certain muscle groups right, or overtraining, or
pushing the player a little too hard,
not
to come back, right? Not taking
all that kind of stuff. So
you know, there's a difference between 3 days and 5 days, and you know, sometimes some push for the 3 over the 5, and don't look at the thing. You know, don't look at the big picture. I don't know.
That'd be cool though, to get a little like a survey from all the players on best and worst medical staff.
Yeah,
and
they can get a review of each team.
You know how they like a Pro Bowl and all that, but they do it for the different stuff. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, but anyway, with that said, I don't think the Raiders are going to do much. It's going to be a flop fest. I got the Ravens over the Raiders.
The Raiders. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Ravens too. I think it's going to be a pretty close game. I was initially thinking it was going to be kind of boring, but now I'm thinking it's probably going to get in the 20s, 30s, you know what I mean? So we'll have a couple scores back and forth. I think Lamar's going to take it on that last drive.
Touchdown.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Last drive, seal it, maybe a field goal or something. So I got the Ravens, probably winning a close one.
All right, that's what we got there for the picks of the week.
Hey.
What we're going to cover here real quick next is our 5 bets that we would like to make, or that we would want to make.
That we agree upon.
There's 5 that we agree upon, and there's 5 that we each individually would make on our own that we don't necessarily agree with.
4.
Well, 4 that we agree upon. I'm sorry, we couldn't agree on a 5th.
No, we agree on 5. We got 4 solo. No, you're right. Don't listen to me.
He's colorblind. He's not reading the spreadsheet right.
Again, stop putting my business in the straight. I am colorblind though. Just a little bit. I can still. It's purple, right? Purple, blue, purple. And yeah, back to the gambling. The other degenerations. Let's go.
All right, Nathan. So go with your 5 picks that you're going to go with.
Fun. This should be a good time. All right, so I'm going to go with the Eagles covering the 3.5 spread on the road against the Falcons. I really think they're going to start out hot, and I think that defense is pretty good. So 3.5 doesn't seem like enough. Vikings. We have the Vikings covering the 3 on the road with the Bengals. Again, I expect that defense to light them boys up, and then with Cook eating all day, I think we win by at least 7 or 8 points. Jets covering, or actually they're getting 5 points. I already told you I picked the Jets earlier, so that's like my lock for the week is the Jets covering 5 in Carolina. Because who's their quarterback? So you telling me it was all Gase's fault? All them? Nah, hell no. We gonna see. They gonna show who's the right quarterback to be.
He needed to bring back Jay
We
Cutler
gonna
just to have a
see
tolerable
they made the
offense.
right choice. Jettisoning him out.
When he was in Miami, he had to bring in Jay Cutler.
They upgraded.
He had to bring back Jay Cutler.
Anytime you can upgrade at quarterback, you upgrade at quarterback, and they fucking upgraded at quarterback. They went from a C- to a B as a rookie. Well, we know what that ceiling looked like. Ooh. Yeah, so we'll see. Like I said, it's crazy betting rookies on opening week, though, right? But I feel it. Second one, Pats covering for sure against New England with the 3 points. These 3 points just ain't enough for some of these teams. I just don't get it. And the last but not least, Teddy time. 2.5 points. They're gonna win by a field goal.
When's your birthday?
Close one. He gonna come to my birthday one of these years, maybe.
Teddy,
Hey,
we can get this to you.
Hey, Teddy, you wanna come to my birthday? No, you ain't
That's
got
like a
to.
15-year fast forward.
Yeah, it was
You
cool
know,
though.
that kid's probably, what, 10 years old now?
What's it? Obadiah? I think it's Obadiah. I follow Shorty on Twitter.
Shout
He's
out to
cool.
little man,
Yeah, what's
too.
up? He's doing his thing. He has a little swag on. He don't like Teddy no more because Teddy gone. I feel him, but
Teddy gone.
All
All right.
He didn't ask Kirk to come to his goddamn birthday. I know that. Anyways, who's your picks, Chavez?
All right, so my picks. Though I picked the Bills to win, I got the Steelers actually covering the points. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be within a touchdown. I actually might be 3 points is what's going to happen there. So I got the Steelers there with the points. Next is the Jets and the Panthers. I said, I think it's going to end up being a shootout with these rookies. It's going to be kind of a greatest show on turf type of game, and I've got the over. So I got the over 45 points there with the Jets and
I like
the
that.
Panthers.
That's a solid one. I actually like that one. I didn't agree with it, but I liked it.
But you liked it. Right. Then we had the Dolphins and the Pats, my upset of the week. With that being said, with the 43.5 points, I think it's going to be a little bit of a defensive game going there, and I say it's going to be under the 43.5. I think it's going to be like a 17-10, 14-12 type scenario there in New England.
That would be under.
Yeah, that would be under. And then my last one that I'm going for is pretty much my lock with the Baltimore Ravens taking the points over the Raiders at 4.5. I think they're going to probably easily win by 2 touchdowns.
Dang.
Probably, very likely. So that's what I got there. And we'll just go on to the 4 that we agree with. Nathan, you want to take the first one?
First one, we got Tampa Bay over 8, which is a huge spread. I mean, are we sure we agree on this one? I mean, earlier with the COVID, I agree. I think because of the COVID, man, that's tough. But yeah, well, I'm gonna go with it.
Okay, we'll do that one. But again, that's not a locked-in guarantee that we got there. All right, the next one that we have here, it actually looks like we have 2, because these 2 are repeats. So what we have here is the next game is the Seahawks and the Colts at 2.5. I mean, this is I think this one is a little bit of a gimme, in my opinion, since I have the Hawks.
This is the lock of the week, maybe?
You think so? I think, yeah.
All right, so I'm a toss on this one and the Jets. But you didn't even agree with me on the Jets, so
I didn't agree on the Jets.
I guess we can throw this one as the lock of the week.
I mean, you could almost throw in an agreement with the Jets with the over under. You think it's going to be over 45?
I'm reluctant because I think the Jets do their part and put up 28-30, but I don't know if Carolina can score 2 touchdowns, honestly.
You don't think they can?
I don't think so, so that's why I'm a little reluctant on the over on that one. It probably is going to be over, you're correct, but I am reluctant.
You're reluctant.
Well, that's the bets. Right. Good luck out there. We'll let you know how we did next week. Thanks for checking in.
Make sure to like, subscribe, share, leave comments. And as always, you know how we're always going to end the show. We're going to remind you, we're at the beginning of the game. Make sure that you start your game off right. You're going to pound your drink, raise it in the air, say, here we skull. And then you're going to chug that baby down and enjoy the rest of your day and have a great weekend.
Here we go, baby.
We'll see y'all later. This is Here We Skull. I'm Chavez. This is Nathan. And the rest of the house.
Right. Bye.